Fans are worried after Chrisean Rock shared a video of her nearly 2-year-old son, Chrisean Jesus Porter, who still can't walk, talk, or hold his head up. There have always been concerns about his condition, linked to her behavior during pregnancy, but Chrisean is in denial and handling it messily. The controversy started when she posted a video at 4 months old, holding her baby while speaking emotionally about how smart he was. However, viewers noticed he had no hand or eye coordination, no head movement, and was screeching like a cat. All of these signs point to a potential underlying medical issue. One concerned individual stated that Chrisean Rock is in denial about her son's condition. The child junior isn't reaching typical milestones. He should be able to support his head and chest while lying on his stomach, but he can't. He doesn't coo or smile either. Chrisean claims he can only recognize her body odor and the smell of weed. He's still making meowing sounds like a cat, with no hand or eye coordination. Some people believe she's seeing these posts exposing her child's condition and is trying to defend him by saying, "He's so smart. He's so intelligent." But let's be real. He's doing things that 1 to 2-month-old babies typically do, not a 4-month-old. Naturally, Chrisean's fans jump to her defense, insisting that there's absolutely nothing wrong with her baby. Some argue that even if there were an issue, it could be genetic. They criticize others for acting like experts without medical degrees, saying, if you know so much about a baby you've never even met, then please explain the diagnosis. They point out that people only see a few clips on TV and don't know the full story. They also remind others that many parents have kids with special needs, and conditions like these don't always stem from alcohol or weed. Some speculate that Chrisean Jr. might have genetic defects related to his DNA or chromosomes. However, concerns about Chrisean's substance use during pregnancy aren't just rumors. There's significant evidence suggesting she used substances like alcohol and weed while carrying the child. Even her boyfriend Blueface, allegedly the Yeezy father, expressed his worries in a now public post, stating, "My son not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." The internet has done some intense digging into the baby's medical condition. In recent months, Chrisean Jr., the infant son of social media personality and reality TV star Chrisean Rock, has become a subject of growing concern and speculation. Many users on platforms like Instagram and Twitter suggest that the baby may be showing signs consistent with conditions like fetal alcohol syndrome, FAS, or other developmental birth defects. While these claims have not been medically confirmed, they have sparked intense discussions, especially following a controversial Instagram Live by Chrisean Rock herself. The speculation escalated after several videos surfaced online showing the baby making frequent meowing sounds and crying uncontrollably. Concerned viewers interpreted these noises not as typical infant behavior, but as signs of pain or discomfort. Observers noted the unusual frequency and intensity of the baby's distress, prompting theories about possible neurological or physical complications. Pediatric experts warn against jumping to conclusions without a formal diagnosis, but that hasn't stopped public discourse from spreading rapidly across social media. The conversation intensified during a live video Chrisean posted to Instagram. The video was originally meant to address criticism she received for tattooing Blueface's mugshot on her face, a move many labeled irrational and indicative of deeper personal issues. During her passionate defense, Chrisean emphasized her loyalty to Blueface, but viewers quickly shifted focus to the background noise of her baby crying. Critics accused her of neglecting her child's needs while engaging in public drama. Some questioned her parenting skills, while others voiced genuine concern for the baby's well-being. That moment became a turning point. The narrative around Chrisean Rock moved from personal drama to the welfare of her son. Speculation about FAS gained traction, particularly due to Chrisean's public admissions about substance use. Though no official report confirms drug or alcohol use during pregnancy, FAS is a serious condition caused by alcohol consumption while pregnant. Its symptoms include distinct facial features, developmental delays, and behavioral problems. But diagnosing such a condition requires thorough medical evaluation, not viral clips or online speculation. Still, the public's concern, whether misguided or not, highlights broader issues about celebrity parenthood and accountability in the age of social media. As Chrisean Rock continues to share moments from her life, including those involving her child, The growing attention on Junior's health underscores the need for privacy, responsible commentary, and above all, proper medical care. Ultimately, whether the baby has a medical condition is a matter best left to professionals, not internet critics. The hope is that if there is any cause for concern, the child will receive the support and medical attention he needs. People couldn't help but notice the heartbreaking cries of Chrisean Jr. in the background. It sounded like he was struggling to breathe, which raised even more concerns. One concerned mother wrote, "I have never heard a baby cry like that in my life." But instead of pausing her live stream to tend to her baby, Chrisean seemed more focused on defending her face tattoo, completely ignoring the child's distress. It's hard to believe, but that's the reality. Before the baby was even born, Charleston White made a chilling prediction. In a video, he bet $5,000 that Chrisean's baby wouldn't survive, and another $2,000 that the baby would be born with autism. As harsh and cruel as it sounded, some now argue that his words were eerily close to the truth. He boldly stated, "I got $5,000 that Chrisean Rock and Blueface are going to have a baby, and that baby won't be healthy." He also bet the baby would be autistic or have other issues if it did survive. When Quan began posting live videos with Junior, viewers started comparing his features to those of a child with FAS. They pointed out a small head, narrow eye openings, low nasal bridge, low birth weight, slow growth, and potential speech and vision disorders. Comments poured in, raising concerns about the baby's health. Now people are beginning to understand why Chrisean Jr.'s cries sound so intense, almost like a screech. There's also speculation that he might be blind, based on his fixed gaze and lack of eye movement. However, these are just speculations. There is no medical evidence yet to confirm them. Many have dismissed these claims as the internet reaching too far, including Chrisean herself. She came out to defend her child, saying his behavior is normal for a baby. She responded, "Who are y'all to tell me what he's diagnosed with? What does he look like? What does he sound like? Y'all don't know anything about God, and y'all don't know anything about nothing. You can't talk to us like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child." Still, the cries make more sense now, especially given concerns about a possible vision disorder. Speculation continues that Chrisean Jr. might be blind, based on his fixed stare and lack of eye contact, though again, no confirmed diagnosis has been made. People are still talking, while Chrisean brushes it off, saying, "He's just a baby, period." She has even snapped back, "Y'all don't know what he looks like or what he sounds like. Stop speaking on my child." But now that an old video has resurfaced, concern is rising again. Junior is almost 2, and a quick Google search shows that by this age, kids typically follow simple commands, walk steadily, climb stairs, and form 2-word sentences. That's not what viewers are seeing. One user wrote, "Chrisean Rock really pisses me off. Her baby clearly needs professional help, but she won't admit it, because that means owning up to what she did during pregnancy. And that's the real issue." Blueface has openly called her an unfit mother, especially after he revealed Junior hadn't gotten his hernia surgery because Chrisean kept missing appointments to do whatever she wanted. But Blueface isn't off the hook either. Why post a photo of your son's hernia online just to prove a point? Even his own mom, Clarissa, expressed heartbreak after meeting Junior. She said she couldn't tell if he was looking at her or just staring into space, which again raised the question, can he see? "It crushed me," she said. "I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air." But she added, "If he can laugh, cry, and smile, he can still be a joy." Still, many are pleading for help for this child, and now it's been confirmed. According to Clarissa, Junior is indeed blind in both eyes. Looking back at a video from a restaurant where Chrisean tried to feed him mashed potatoes, it all clicks now. He wasn't reaching for the spoon or even opening his mouth. He wasn't blinking, just staring straight ahead. And it's just heartbreaking. Everyone could see something wasn't right. There was even a mention of a syndrome that causes Junior to cry like a cat. Clarissa confirmed that, though I don't recall Chrisean ever doing the same. Still, it's hard not to feel for this little boy, especially knowing his mother was smoking and drinking during her pregnancy, something we all witnessed on her TV appearances with Blueface and on Bad Girls Club. Chrisean remains in denial. The baby has wide-set, unblinking eyes and resembles a newborn fetus in appearance. He clearly needs physical therapy for mobility support. She's not a fit parent, and honestly, she needs therapy herself. She believes his issues will fade with time, but they'll only become more visible. At this point, everything that could be said about Chrisean Jr. and his detached parents has been said. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Catch you in the next one. But even that's not the full story. Chrisean also had a falling out with her best friend Marsh over Junior's health. While Chrisean was behind bars, Marsh stepped in to care for Junior and wanted to get him checked by a doctor. But when Chrisean found out Marsh was planning to take him to the hospital, she went off. In leaked messages, Marsh shared her side. I got mad because when she called from jail, I told her I couldn't keep Junior. She kept promising me money, but days went by and nothing. I had my Cash App. Junior had nothing but the clothes on his back. No milk, because he can't eat food. No blanket, no car seat, no clothes, no shoes, no bottles, nothing. I bought what I could, but I still have my own kid to take care of. It was hard. I just felt like a real friend would have had my back, especially since I was taking care of her baby. Marsh continued. She explained that when her sister babysat Junior so she could work and make rent, her sister noticed the baby kept spitting up and suggested taking him to the hospital. When Chrisean found out, she lost it, called from jail, and had someone named Smiley go pick Junior up from Marsh's sister. It really looked like Chrisean was determined to keep her son's condition hidden, even if it meant refusing him medical care. Marsh also claimed that Chrisean went out of her way to stage photo shoots to make Junior seem healthy, just to maintain appearances for her fans. Marsh revealed that she used to be deep in the Reddit threads exposing Chrisean, notifications on, checking them constantly. She said, "You could even hear Reddit alerts going off during Chrisean's live streams. I'd be doing her lashes," Marsh shared, and she'd show me posts saying stuff like, "They saying he can't walk?" or "Hold himself up." "I'ma post a picture of him in his walker later," Chrisean would say. Marsh would respond, "But Chrissy, he really can't." And Chrisean would reply, "I gotta make them think he can, otherwise they'll blame it on me drinking." "But I wasn't even drinking that much," she'd add. Marsh summed it up plainly. "She's sick, bro." And the most telling part? Despite everything, she's still not getting her son the help he clearly needs. Chrisean recently appeared at an event with Junior, and despite being nearly 2 years old, the child was still visibly struggling to hold his head up. Instead of addressing the issue or seeking help, fans say she's been hiding behind a spiritual facade. She's been on a streak of talking about finding God and leaning into spirituality, but many aren't convinced. The internet is calling her out for using faith as a cover rather than facing her son's condition head-on. Comments poured. And this is sad AF, Chrisean. There are people out there who can actually help your son. One user asked, "Why isn't she in jail for what she did during pregnancy? Is this not illegal?" Another added, "Sis's baby is 20 months old and still can't talk, walk, or even hold up his head. Someone call social services." The general sentiment is clear. She's not only avoiding help, but denying her child the basic care he desperately needs. It's a heartbreaking situation, plain and simple. Fans have grown increasingly concerned after Chrisean Rock was seen out and about with her nearly 2-year-old son, Chrisean Jesus Porter, who then at this age has yet to walk, speak, or hold his head up on his own. Worries surrounding his development aren't new. In fact, whispers began long ago, often pointing to Chrisean's behavior during her pregnancy as a possible factor. Still, she appears unwilling to acknowledge the gravity of the situation, brushing off concern with a mix of denial and deflection. This uneasy tension began right from the moment she introduced Chrisean Jr. to the world. One video in particular stirred up strong reactions. Chrisean, holding her then 4-month-old son, tearfully shared her joy at becoming a mother and praised her baby's intelligence. But viewers noticed a different story unfolding where the baby showed no coordination, no head control, and let out sounds more alarming than endearing, leaving many unsettled. All of this suggests there may be an underlying medical issue. One concerned viewer commented that Chrisean Rock is simply in denial. As for her son, he's missing key developmental milestones. By now, he should be able to lift his head and chest during tummy time, and he can't. He doesn't coo, doesn't smile. According to her, all he does is recognize her body odor and the smell of weed. He still makes high-pitched cat-like sounds and shows no hand or eye coordination. It's starting to seem like she's reading the critiques online and trying to cover it up by saying things like, "He's so smart, he's so intelligent." But the reality is, he's only doing what a 1 or 2 month old typically does at what you'd expect from a child his age. Still, her supporters quickly jump to defend her, insisting nothing is wrong with the baby. And even if something is wrong, some argue it's purely genetic. People hop on apps acting like certified doctors without a single degree to their name. If everyone's so sure about what's going on with a baby they didn't give birth to, then by all means, how exactly is his diagnosis? Most folks only know what they've seen in a few TV clips. They don't truly know her. Plenty of parents are raising children with special needs, and in many cases, it has nothing to do with alcohol or weed. Some people speculate that the baby might have genetic defects, possibly linked to DNA or chromosomes. However, the rumors surrounding Chrisean's substance use during her pregnancy aren't just idle gossip. Here's solid evidence to support the claims that she used substances while carrying her son. Even Chrisean's boyfriend, Blueface Ho, is believed to be the father, as publicly expressed his worries about the health of Chrisean Jr.